Hi, everybody. This is Alexandra, the medium, and I am doing a reading today with Kathie, who has lost some loved ones. And so I'm going to be calling her on the phone here in just a second. I just wanted to tell you I am going to be giving a lot of readings that are done just for YouTube. And so if you are interested in that, you need to like and subscribe and let me know you're interested. And then I will contact you. So let me give Kathie a call and we'll get this started. And I appreciate everybody who is watching. We'll have her just on the phone here. So, and then I'll just do the reading.
Hello.
Hi, I'm a little early because I started my live video and I don't know how to really stop it in the middle. And so I'm talking to you now.
That's fine. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, thank you for joining. Hope you're feeling okay and everything went okay at the doctor's appointment.
Yeah, I just found out I have all this stuff going on, but I'll be fine.
Okay.
Nothing big.
Okay, that's good. But it's good you got checked.
Yes, for sure.
Well, thank you for joining me on this today. I really appreciate it.
I'm so happy to.
Oh, well, I'm glad to have you. So I a lot of times I take questions. If you want to do some questions first, and then we can get what comes in also, but we do both. So,
Okay.
did you have a list of questions?
Well, I had a question about my daughter. I wondered if she would tell you if she she lost a baby and she never knew if it was a boy or a girl. And it was the only one she could ever have. She couldn't have them after. And I wondered if she would tell me what if she got to see the baby and, I just want to know it's still there and she got to be a mom.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Okay. What's your daughter's name again?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Something that you need to understand, Mom, is the soul that I lost was also brought into the family. So there, a lot of times when souls don't come in, they come in another way if that's their and this is a girl.
Okay.
In your family.
Okay.
And you know who it is?
Yes.
I had a feeling. Okay, yeah. So she is special. Everyone feels the light in her.
Absolutely.
She has never been a child that she wasn't really needy.
Right.
She is very independent.
My gosh, you were saying exactly how my great granddaughter is. She's 3, and I've always wondered if because I believe that you pass away and you can come back into families. So, and she's so independent. She don't want you to do anything. So.
I just got chills on that. Yeah. So that's her. But she wants you to know, let's see what she's going to say. She's my little friend. Like, I don't know. She also, your granddaughter, she's only 3, your great granddaughter, I guess. She is around your daughter. Your daughter's around her like a guardian. Okay.
Okay.
And she may even say things, see things sometimes, or hear things.
Okay.
I don't know if she has yet said anything to you. Don't worry. She's not crazy. If she says something like,
No. Yeah, her mother actually sees things and hears things, so she
okay.
probably, yeah.
So
It's
she
not going to
may
worry.
tell you at some point when she's ready. I feel like it's more when she's around 4 that
Oh,
she's gonna be more in tune. Like it's gonna be a good opening for her when she's gonna not say she remembers that, but she may
oh,
see your daughter says she has a little imaginary friend or something.
oh,
She may
okay.
do that because she is around her that much and they're very close. Okay.
That's great. And
We let's just there's one more message. We were together in a past life. She was my sister. She was her sister in a past life. It I love her so much. And she probably did before your daughter passed. They were close.
oh, yes, yeah, absolutely.
She is an earth angel, this little girl.
I believe it.
She's
She
very,
looks like one.
does she? Yeah, she's very special. Okay. So what else are we going to look into?
I would love to know if or who came and met my dog Coco, who meant a lot to me, a lot. I had him for 13 years, and I just wondered if
Your daughter
you
did.
could find out.
Your daughter is laughing too. She's laughing and she's like, Mom, I know how much Coco meant to you. This is, she was there and
Yes,
my love for Coco was not she wasn't as like madly in love with Coco like you are,
right.
but she did love the dog. She's saying, and she met him for you too, because it was for you that she met Coco. Because how much important it was to you. It was like, of course she's going to be there. And she's laughing about it. Of course, I know how much this dog meant to you, kind of.
Yes, definitely do.
Let's see. Okay, let's go for just a minute, and I'm going to see what messages want to come in. Okay.
Absolutely, that'd be great.
Okay. Right now, there's a lot going on with you, and I want you to make sure you don't neglect anything because there's times when you have been depressed and you have struggled to take care of yourself.
I have.
You have. So she is concerned here, like that you won't take care of yourself like you need to. And she's saying it's important to do this now. Okay. This is self love. And she's asking you to really take care of yourself. You've been through a lot of pain here.
Yes.
And she knows that sometimes you get depressed and tired and, it's hard for you.
Right.
But she wants you to make sure that you start taking care of yourself. Okay.
I will. I haven't since she passed away, which has been a year. And then I lost my dog 2 months ago, and I got so depressed. I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do. But then, I don't know, something just hit me, and I decided to go get blood tests and get checked and start taking care of myself.
Yeah, because that's self-love, and it's really important for her. You have more blessings coming in for you, and you have more to do, and she wants you to make sure, and even as far as this great-granddaughter, she's a blessing, okay? And, you don't want to lose this part of your journey by not taking care of yourself. You know what I mean? Is what she's saying, getting
absolutely.
depressed. But there is
Yeah.
something else. So let's see what else. Mom, remember when you were young and you talked a lot about doing some, maybe you had a lot of dreams about traveling when you were young or something. I don't know what she's saying.
I've been having a, I did when I was young. I've been having extreme nightmares for the last 3 or 4 months. I don't know what they're about, but
We'll get to that, I guess. She wants to talk about this travel. Okay. She's saying, like, travel is something she says you're going to be doing. Okay. And the nightmares are that you've got a lot of fear around you. This is why you're having the nightmares. And she wants you to know it's not about dying. You've got these fears going on, and maybe you're afraid, you've got some fear of dying, even. And maybe sometimes you don't care, but on the other hand, there's some fear around death.
Well, I actually don't fear death. I had been saying bring it on, but
Right.
I'm not scared to die. I guess everyone is scared of the pain you're going to have right before you die. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder how I'm going to die,
Yeah, because it's like,
you.
that's what I'm saying. She's saying, like, there's days that you want to die, but then there's days that maybe you're going into the fear of how you're going to die with everything you've gone through, is what she's saying. This is something I need to talk about with you. The death energy is not coming for you for several years, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why she wants you to know that. I guess because there is things to have hope about too.
Yeah.
And she wants you to know there is some hope out there. You have other things to do. You have travel coming in here. It's somewhere. Okay, that you always talked about going to this place. I don't know, Italy, somewhere. Huh?
South Carolina to see my sister. I haven't seen her in like 20 years.
Oh, and you talk about it, but you just don't do it.
I talked about it with her forever.
Yeah,
I've never really gotten serious about it.
She's saying in that area is time. How old is your sister?
She is 11 years younger than me. So she's like 53. I think I'm 65. So she's 55. Yeah, 54, I think.
Okay, she needs you to come there. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, your sister does. Okay.
No, yeah.
Okay.
I get that.
You get that? Okay. So, but this is a trip. It's going to be a very good trip. Is that where you're from too, or no?
No, she moved there when she got married. Long time ago, like 35 years ago or something, or not that long, but yeah, she was young and she went there, but I have never went to see her in all that time.
Oh my goodness! So it's like, and you're really destined to go there now.
Mm-hmm.
There's some reason that you have to go, and I think it brings in some of these blessings and changes for you. But you're supposed to go for your sister because she needs you to go. Okay, it's an important time that you're going to do it in the near future. Okay, because you're supposed to. It's like your soul is guiding you, and maybe you're getting fearful because you're afraid to do these kinds of things, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'm not big on like travel. I go to Idaho and back and forth from here to Idaho, but and Bakersfield, but nowhere else. I really am like a homebody.
yeah, and it's time now for you to put yourself out there. And she wants you to think about it because it's important. That's all I can say about that. But it's important that you go soon to see your sister. Okay.
Oh,
She's nagging you to do it because that's something you've talked about forever, like you say, and that's what she brought up. Anything else you want to say right now? I'm asking spirit for her. I I can't believe how much you have done with yourself because you have been doing a lot of things that have been helping you deal with your pain. What, have you been doing a lot of healing and stuff?
I've been trying. I actually completely tore my house apart and cleaned it. Like it is so nice right now. And I've always said I wish she was here to see it because
So that's what she's saying. She's like, you've done some changing, she's saying. Like good changing too, though.
oh yeah, for sure.
So
Everybody was shocked because I completely changed our house all the way around. I mean, it doesn't look the same at all.
Okay, so that's what she's bringing up there, I guess.
Change, yeah.
That's funny. Okay. All right, throw a question in here.
Okay. I was wondering if I'll tell you what I'd really like to know.
Mhm.
I've never dreamt of Jennifer, and I have dreamt of every person who's ever passed away that was close to me, but I haven't dreamt of her or my dog. And I dreamt of my husband from the first night on. It still goes.
If FedEx comes, make sure you grab it.
Hold. I'm doing a reading. Can you just a second stop? Can you answer that, jerk? I'm doing a reading.
No, I just turned up the doorbell. If FedEx comes, make sure you answer it. So I'm going to be gone.
Okay. Sorry about that, everyone watching.
You know, I was worried that would happen here.
So happens there. I wasn't expecting this. Okay, so let's go again. Why haven't you dreamt of them? Is what you're asking.
Yeah, because it's been a year and I'm not seeing signs, or I'm missing them, or my pain is so. I miss her to the core of my body, and you know how I feel. Yeah. And so I don't know if that is stopping.
There's a block. That's what I'm getting. It's block. You're blocked right now.
Okay. I feel blocked.
If you will allow yourself to heal this part of you. Okay. So this is interesting. Is that what you're talking about? Yes. Okay. So what I'm getting here is that the connections are really tight. There was such a bond of love, with your daughter, but also with the dog. And it's like, that's how you hang on. Like you are hanging on so tight of the energy. Like you're hanging on so tight, but you have to let it go a little bit so that it can come back in. The block is the tight grip you have on it. Okay. I don't know what they're saying. It's like, it's created a block because it's so tight. It's like, and what they're saying is like, and I had to do this with my daughter. This is why I said it's so interesting. Because I did it with the energy healer that I was working with when I, first lost my daughter. And it was really hard for me to understand this concept, but it's like this. We have that cord that's always going to be there, but we have to disconnect also. We have to disconnect it to set it free in a way, to let it go, but it's always there still because it's part of us, right? But it's a cutting of this, and you let it go and you give her energy back and you pull back your energy, and the same with the dog. It's just a process that I learned with my healer, and it does help, but you're always still connected. Okay.
Oh.
You always have this telepathic link and you're always connected at the heart. But when it's such a tight connection where it's blocked, you have to release her energy back to her and pull yours back to you. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, I understand because yes, I'm holding on to anything and everything I can with her.
Right. And when you're ready to release, you will. And when you're, and if you're not, you're not. But you won't be able to have that same flow until you do, because you're still got her energy, and then, she'll carry a part with her, and you just have to do this exchange. I mean, this is a process you even do with your living children. And the reason you do it is so that they have their full capacity to do their world, and sometimes we're so close with our children, so worried about them and, all that kind of thing. They don't go off on their own if we're too connected in this way, this certain bond that you break. And I did it with my sons at the same time. And my sons are the most independent people in the world today. Almost too much, but they're still loving and kind. But it's like gives them a healthy way, because as a mother, like, I don't know if you, in our womb, and this is the one from the womb that we cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the womb, and of course my granddaughter's going to call me.
Your granddaughter?
Hold on, yeah, I got to tell her. Have to call her because she does. I love her so much too.
I can imagine. I've seen pictures.
Yeah, and she'll call like 5 times if I don't answer. So, how that goes. Okay, so anyways, but it's so as mothers, I don't know if you know the energetic thing that happens to us when we're a mother. It comes from our womb. We give a part of ourselves, so it creates a hole in our womb also, right? Energetically. So it's like this process that you do, it's a healing process for both of you, for all of your children. Anyways, we won't go too much into that, but that's what's going on there. You're hanging on so tight, nothing can come in.
Okay.
So, okay, what else?
Let me think. Oh, I do have a question about my husband, if he will come in.
I could feel his energy earlier, but this was more important, I guess he's saying. I think we did a reading a long time ago for your husband, and I think didn't we?
Yeah, oh, yes. Yeah, you have given me so many good messages from him. So, yeah, I've never had trouble with him coming in, but I wanted to know, and I know this sounds ridiculous, and it's because I'm human and I'm on the earth. He has a wife who passed away who I don't believe he was that close to, but her name was Sandy, and you've told me before that they're together. What I want to know is when I pass away, he's still my husband. So is he going to be with me or her, or are we just all going to be together? And you don't have those jealousy feelings when you're in heaven, I would assume.
Right.
Do you understand kind of what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I want you to understand she and I are connected in the same way you and I are connected. But the reason you feel jealous is that you don't have this understanding. You and I both know that we had a very deep love.
Mm-hmm.
And that never dies. We will be together.
Okay.
Our connection is deep.
Yeah.
She and I also had a karmic connection.
Oh,
So
really?
a soulmate connection too. It was karmic. So they came in and learned lessons. That's why they didn't stay together. They moved on from their lessons. Is that right? Yes.
Yeah.
So it was more of a lesson, but that is still when you're in heaven, there's love for everyone, but
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking.
but with you, it's a love connection. Theirs is a connection that, they, it was karmic and there was some love and that, but it's not as deep, is what he's saying, because it was more of a karmic thing. With you and him, you learned love together.
Yes.
And that's what he's saying. So there's no worries to be jealous, because when you two, let's see what he says here. When you two unite, there's going to be an explosion when you and I come back together, because we are so powerful together. So he says there's an explosion. It's a love explosion. Like there's just a ton of energy that you two exuded and shared throughout your life with your children also. You just had it, you created a family, but you see that there was a plan beforehand, and they came into it, and he had some stuff to work out with her, and she had some stuff to work out with him karmically. And it was so they could move to that next level where he met with you. And the next level was where he learned love. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see if he has messages more than that. Okay.
Yeah.
During the years since I have passed, there was a lot of difficult days for you. And I watched you grow even more beautiful as time passed. You have been able to understand love in a new way, and you have been able to give to others a new kind of understanding. Like you've helped other people since he's passed, he says.
Oh,
Like, help them through their experience, and how and that's part of what your lesson was, right? Is that you would have this love that was so great that when you lost it, it would kick your butt, right? But
yeah.
in turn, because you couldn't, your heart was so wide open, and you still had that love inside you, and you went out and you shared it. And that was part of your journey, was to share love and to be on this planet to do just that. And your heart opened more. And then now with your daughter, it's another level, and it takes you back a little bit to do another healing, but it's another level of what you're going through. But he says you've done amazing things, and your growth is beautiful.
Well, good. At least that makes me feel better. I have one last question.
Okay.
If you care. I've always had the feeling from the day we met that we had been together on this earth before, maybe as a father-daughter and then a husband-wife. And I feel like we've done this a few times.
Well, you have, and I didn't want to say these words because I think sometimes they have a bad stigma, but it's like you two are twin souls. So you don't meet a twin soul as such a power. And twin souls have been in lifetimes, many throughout, probably in every lifetime, but they're not always in the twin soul relationship until it's time to bring in that love. Okay. But I get twin soul is what I'm hearing with this. And yes, you've been together in many lifetimes. Okay. But this is the one where you raised it to the level of unconditional love with each other.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so you did your mission, but then, he had to move on for the reasons he did, but you had to stay back because you are doing stuff on the planet, and he from the other side is doing stuff with you. But I feel like before, and you didn't get in a relationship, did you yet? Or you had?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
But you had one coming in, but I think you turned it down. But
I didn't. Yeah, I did.
okay, yeah. Because I remember that and that's okay, he says. That was brought to you, but you weren't ready. You didn't want it. And you don't have to have it. There's no need for it in this life anymore because you had true love and you had what you needed. That was just, you were doing that for loneliness, but maybe you're learning now how to fill your time better as far
Right.
as that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have grandkids and great granddaughter and 2 more daughters left, and I put all my energy into them.
And that's perfect. And you're sharing that love with so many people. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
Great.
Let's see what else we're going to get. One last message here. I want to see what we can get. Mom, it's from your daughter. Mom, I dare you to dare you to get the trip planned now. It's something you need to start planning. She's like on this trip.
Yeah,
I guess she always wanted you to go on the trip. That's how she's acting. Like, huh?
yeah, she did, and I wanted her to go with me, but she was always too sick, so
She'll be with
why.
you. She wants to be there with you. She wants to enjoy. She'll be there with you in spirit. And she says
Okay.
she
I know.
wants to enjoy you making this
Oh.
reconnection. And it's also, you're supposed to make it, this is so important for your own soul to make this reconnection with your sister and see her and, experience this, what you're going to experience there.
Absolutely, I bet.
She wants you on this as soon as she can. Okay.
I'll do it.
She's a knack. She's cute though. I mean, she loves you so much and she has such a sweet energy.
We were like twin souls also, her and I. It's always been her and me. And then my 2 daughters were always the 2 that hung out. And so we were kind of like best friends, mom and daughter. And, we just shared everything together.
Yeah, that's hard. Well, she's definitely a part of you. Obviously, the twin thing. It feels like she's in your soul group, the oversoul group. I don't know. That's what I'm getting here. Which, with the oversoul group, there's a lot of shared experiences, shared lifetimes, and destinies. So you guys, you guys planned this together because you are in this group and it was for her lessons and for yours. Okay. Both of you have, we all have a journey of spiritual, to raise our vibration. And, but you guys were sharing, you're part of the same soul group, oversoul. That's the word that came in. So you have to look that up and see how that feels to you. I know what it kind of means to me, but, I'm not going to say a lot on it right now, but that's what I'm telling you. Okay. Well, I'm so glad we finally got to get together and do this. Hopefully it was helpful.
It has been I just adore you. And
thank
you so much for letting me do this.
Oh, thank you. And I'll send you a copy and share it with your friends.
Okay,
all right. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Right. Thanks everybody for watching. That was Kathie. And like I said, if you do want to be considered to be on this show and get a free reading and discuss your story, just subscribe and like and let me know and we'll work on getting you on here. All right. Have a great day and thanks for joining me.